Don't try me. They're crazy. They think that what? You think you could rumble me? I'll rumble you so fast. Nah, but you know, I had to do what I had to do. You know, I had to do what I had to do. Because sometimes people need to see that aspect of you flipping out. That I guess that makes them feel, oh my gosh, Cindy, eh, what did I do? Oh, honey, oh my gosh. Oh, no, you can't point your finger at somebody and accuse them of something and then feel bad once they react. Once you see their reaction, you want to feel bad and want to, no, don't try me again. Don't you ever try me again. And that's word to my mama. That's on my grandmother and grandfather's head. I swear. I'm not playing with these folks out here, man. And it's always people with 3 subscribers too. It's never people with 10,000 subscribers, because that's how you know they got too much time on their hands. They come on here and want to say, oh girl, bye. Oh girl, you don't know what you're talking about. Girl. But don't know what the fuck is 1 times 1. Child, please. Girl. And then you go to their profile. They only got 3 subscribers. 3. You know what that tells me? You ain't got shit that people want to see. You ain't putting on shit people want to see, child. You dry as hell, girl. You dry as a motherfucking goddamn. You dry, girl. You dry. You ain't got nothing to talk about. All you guys videos. Videos of people that already don't play their music. You don't store that video and reposted that shit. That's all you got. So you only got 3 subscribers. No, people, you know, for those of you that have known me, y'all know how I used to be, man. I calmed down a lot. For those people that have been following me since day 1, I used to go off on people on live. I used to, as soon as they say something, I'm like, bah, 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 bah. But I calm down. I'm going to chill, you know. I chill, I relax, I'm calm. So people think because you're always laughing, hey, Papa, what you eating? Tala, what's in his mouth? Huh? Oh, okay. And people see that I'm calm now and they think, oh, Cindy. And they see you laughing. They see you goofing around. I laugh for a reason. I choose to laugh for a reason. Don't underestimate those people you see that's laughing. You don't know where that laugh is coming from. I choose to laugh for a reason. Okay? And people that always, if you see comedians, they always taking pain and turning into what? Laughter. Into humor. That's how they deal with their pain. So when you see somebody smiling and laughing, don't take that as a witness. Take it as they done been through some things and they choose to laugh. Or they choose to make a humor out of that. People don't be knowing. They just be thinking they could just come and mess with people and talk smack because they're not the one doing the reading. What? I had to end the live because my son woke up. I swear I was gonna go in all the way to freaking Jericho. I'm chilling. I was about to go take a nap. I was about to go take a nap and mind my business. Then I start seeing these comments and I'm just like, huh? Please, guys, leave the spiritual readers alone. You don't know who they are in the spirit world, 1. You don't know what they've been through to be put in this position to do what they do, 2. You don't know who's protecting them, 3. You have no idea of the gang they got. You don't know the power. Have you forgotten the power of the tongue? What does the Bible say? The tongue speaks life and death. Stop fucking with people, man. Think you're gonna get away with it every time. Stop doing that. Okay? Stop doing that. Because you're going to mess with the wrong one. And then you're going to be wondering why your life is upside down. I don't have to go burn no candle on you. I don't have to go bury something in the graveyard for you. But girl, my words alone would do that for me. I ain't got to go do none of that. My words and my gang. What's up, gang members? What's up? All right. My gang, they be ready to go before I go. I felt it too. I felt that nudge of something is wrong. And then this person texts me and I'm like, oh shit. That's what it was. I felt it. I felt the pain from that person. I felt that, I won't say hatred, I would just say dislike. Because I don't like using the word hate. But I would just say dislike or despise, right? From that person throwing at me, right? Like I had a dream today and I was cooking, I was in a good mood, and I was, you know, it was a lot of people. I don't even know who these people are, but hold on. But it was a lot of people. It's been raining all day too. It was a lot of people. Look, it's been raining, guys. It's been raining. I don't know if you guys could see, but it's been raining. And it was a lot of people. I didn't know who these people were, and it was a good vibe, you know. I saw a lot of fish. I saw a lot of seafood. This guy had like the best seafoods, or, you know, like crabs, shrimps, fish, different type of fish. I was like, where did you get all this stuff from? It reminded me when the people, I forgot what people is, you know, y'all. I don't know. I'm not righteous. I don't know the whole Bible. I know some parts. Okay, so give me grace. It reminded me when I think it was the people of Israel, I'm not too sure, where they only had 2 fish and maybe 5 loaves of bread or something like that. And Jesus multiplied the fish for them so it could be enough for everyone. That's kind of like what I felt when I saw that. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? All right. That's kind of like what I felt when I saw those fish just lined up the way they were lined up, and he gave me a fish. And the fish he gave me was so clean. I don't think I've ever seen fish that clean before. Not saying our fish is not clean, but that fish looked like it was pure fish. It was like authentic fish. It was like rare, it was real. You know, it wasn't this fish where they get preservations on them and all that, and then they sell them. I saw you. You tell him to come here. Tyler. I saw you. You know, it kind of reminded me of that, but that fish was it was looking so good. Then my cousin calls me in the dream. Oh, such and such is coming. If I tell you when he said such and such was coming, that just messed up some things. I was just like, oh, crap. I started messing up the food I'm cooking. That's what this was. The comments, negative comments. Now, I'm not saying y'all can't have your opinion. Yes, y'all can have your opinion, but be mindful of what you say to people. And if you don't have nothing nice to say, what they be saying, what's that American term? If you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Your mama never taught you not to say anything. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. If I ain't got nothing good to say to someone, I keep it pushing. I don't say nothing. It's just courtesy. It's also about respecting yourself. Now you don't put yourself in a position where you could get fucked up by saying certain things, and you didn't even listen to what I said. You just took what you thought you heard and tried to manipulate it. We all grown. We could sleep with who the fuck we want to sleep with, bitch. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a relationship, so I can't sleep around. I'm sorry, honey. I'm too classy for that. I don't play by my tempo, honey. So before you start pointing finger and talking shit about somebody, because that's personal. I could see if you were talking about DC but you're talking about my DNA situation. Like, girl, that's personal. Now you've overcrossed your boundary. You've leaped. You don't drown yourself. You don't even, that's that, where's that card at? That's that Three of Cups. When she was drowning and everybody was having a good time. That's you right there. You don't drown yourself in there. You don't involve yourself too far into it. That lets me know, your comment also lets me know you were not listening to what I said. You just took what you wanted to take to like jab me and you think I'm hurt? No, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm not hurt, but it's personal. You gonna be hurt though, but I'm not hurt. But it's personal for me though. So before y'all come on here, and this is why people turn off their comments. This is why people turn off their comments. I understand why. And then when we turn off our comments, oh, you don't turn on the comments so we could say something. But then we give you all that leverage to say something, and then you abuse it. You abuse it. Even last night when I was doing that reading, somebody came and said something. I didn't see it, but my moderators, thank God for them, they were able to shut that person off. Y'all have no right to say anything you want to say to people. No, you don't have that right. I give you no consent to me like that. I give you no authorization to be able to come on there and just think you could just say anything. I've watched some people back in the days. Who did I used to watch? I used to watch House of Oshun, I think. That was her name, or was it House of Oshun? Who I used to watch back then? Tyler, Taro, not. It's another Tyler guy. It's a brown skin guy that was a terrorist. His name was Tyler. It was another lady that spirits there attacking her and her family. I forgot her name. She used to read like Spanish tarot and all that. She was really good. And the YouTube people send her off. But I'm not them people. I'm cut differently. I'm a different breed. I'm cut differently. We've been raised to be. You know what I'm saying? We were raised differently. Okay. I had to come to America to learn what affectionate was, what sensitive was, because we're not sensitized back at home. We were raised to be strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're made of rocks, but we were raised to be strong as hell. And not to give up if something get hard. But when you come and you start talking out your reckless at the side of your neck and you start talking about my DNA test and all that, that's on a whole different level. Now you don't went off the subject of what we're talking about. And you took it upon yourself to want to attack me personal. That's personal. That's not hurtful to me. That's personal. Because now you're attacking my motherhood, my child, and the father of my child. I didn't tell you the whole story. I just said I put him on child support and he had to do DNA. That he didn't put me on child support. I put him on child support after 6 years. I did that. Because she said, oh, he put you on child support because he know you sleeping around. No, I put him on child support. I did that. That's how I know you were not listening. That's what I said last night. I said I put him on child support. And y'all wonder why people don't want to be transparent with y'all and tell you what's going on because of this shit. Because motherfuckers like that bitch, Minnie or what the fuck her name is. I wonder why you Minnie. Because I went to your page, you ain't got shit going on. That's why you're Minnie. But I had to get that out. Girl, I said, fuck this sleep. I could sleep later. You know, that's why people are not, that's why people don't come on here and be vulnerable with y'all, because as soon as people be vulnerable with y'all and we be transparent with y'all, Y'all want to use that against us. Like, y'all forget that we're humans. We got human flesh. Just like you, people forget that people that are spiritual readers, that they go through things themselves. Like, people forget that. 3322, yeah, people forget. They be like, you spiritual, you ain't gonna have no problem in your world. Says who? Spiritual people probably go through the most shit in life, period. Because the experiences that you go through is what allows you to be able to teach to others. Not to go through the same thing you already went through. This is why we value life. Because we've been through it. So we're able to teach others to not make the same mistakes we've made. Sometimes my answer be like, you got to be transparent. And I'm very private when it comes to my personal life. I am. But I feel like certain things I've overcome, I could tell you all about. But don't think you could use that against me. No, baby. You're going to catch the fire of hell. You're going to catch fire. If you think you're going to use that again, because that's personal, baby. Tread lightly. Tread lightly, man. When I come here and be transparent with y'all, just take it as, okay. Take heed to it, or maybe not. But don't think you could use that against me, boo-boo. Okay? And he be motherfuckers you don't fuck with no more, too. They be motherfuckers you don't fuck with. And it's so crazy, I just deleted. Spirit was like, you need to go. I got this message to go delete certain people from my Facebook, and I went to go delete them. I just did that, what, 2 days ago? I blocked them, actually. I blocked it. I blocked these people because sometimes, in order to move forward in life, you have to declutter. And if you don't declutter, the piles keep getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And you don't understand where that stuff is coming from. Even doing Jackie or reading has taught me some things. When we read these celebrities and stuff, we learn some things for ourselves, for our personal growth too. But it's not easy to just come on here and just read people's energy. It's not an easy task. I've been doing it for a long time, so I'm used to it. But when I was saying, oh, they were lovey-dovey, and they were this and that, all the good shit, nobody was saying anything negative, really. But then when I said, oh, he do this, then these bitches start coming through. The flies start coming in. Why y'all mad? Why y'all mad? Why you upset? Why are you upset? Like, I don't understand what the beef is. You know, people don't like to hear the truth. People don't like to hear the truth. And this is why I wanted to do a reading on Jesus. But I'm like, I don't know if I should do a reading on Jesus, because I don't know if people are going to be able to open up to the idea. Or people are going to even listen to that. Oh, thank you, Silver Moon. Like, I was so eager to do a reading on Jesus. So bad. And I withdrew because people. You know, but, people. You're a blind sheep, the blind leading the blind. You know, it's so many things I want to talk about. So many things. So many Asian people I want to read on. But people. Because I know if I read on those Asian people, or I read on those particular beings, that it will shift the gear. And it would change some things here. I know that for a fact. But people have been so closed off to the idea of what they've been raised to believe that they don't see nothing else but what they were raised to believe. And it's just like, girl, wake up, smell the coffee. Things have changed. Times have changed. Things are different now. It's not what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. You know how they used to be able to cover things up and you don't know about it? It's changed. Now things are different. You're able to see things clearly. Things are coming out. They can't hide anymore. Step into the light, Caroline. Yeah, like I'm really interested in doing a reading on Jesus. I really want to. I truly, even today, it's so crazy that person wrote me, but I was thinking about Jesus. I was thinking about doing a reading on Jesus. And I was going to sleep on it. And I said, God, show me what I need to see on Jesus before I go to sleep. I just did that prayer. And then I saw his face, you know, and it's crazy. I saw his face. I saw his head was tied up in white. I saw his beard was dark. I saw that, you know, he had beard. He had mustache too. And he wasn't light skin. It was dark skin. It was like brown skin. And I kept seeing him, and he was holding a staff. And I almost was going to ask, did Jesus ever own a ship? S-H-E-E-P. You know, my dialect is crazy. But did he ever live in a place where there was like camels or sheep? Or something like that. Hello, Tanya. Because I saw him with the staff, but then I saw the sheep. And then I saw the burning bush on the left side. So I was just like, oh, that means he wants me to talk about him. And I was going to sleep on it, honestly, guys. I was going to go to bed and just sleep on it and then come back and do it. But we'll see. We'll see, you know, where that takes me. But when he showed me his face, I knew immediately, yes, Cindy, you have to do this reading. You've been pushing this reading away for a long time. You need to go ahead and do that reading. Fuck what they say, you know? That's kind of like how I see it. I feel like people need to know the truth. We as a people, as a human race, need to know what we're dealing with, and we need to know the truth. We need to know the truth so we could choose how to live our life accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has the right to know the truth. You know, you look at these celebrities as idols and you idolize them and you put them on a pedestal and you never see no wrong in them. And then when somebody like us read them and we're telling you, this motherfuckers ain't who they say they are. And you looking at us like, bitch, you lying. You just saying that because you don't heard about it? I don't give a damn about it. I don't go research about this. I don't. When I first opened my Instagram channel, I think it's CindyGoldBrand888. I think that's what it's called. I follow some celebrities, but I don't be on Instagram, guys. I really don't. I don't be on there. I barely even post on my own regular Instagram channel. I don't really be on Facebook. I be on YouTube. I come in here and I do my reading and I go about my business. You know? So I don't be knowing. I don't watch the news. I don't be knowing. I don't know. I used to watch DC when he was on, I used to watch Wally Now a long time ago. I haven't watched Wally Now in I don't know how many years now. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know who Jackie O is. So how am I gonna know something that was publicized? I'm pretty sure it was publicized on the news, but I don't watch the news because I feel like everybody on the news channel say the same damn thing. It's always sadness. It's always somebody got killed here, somebody got shot here, somebody. It's always something sad. So my spirit told me don't watch it anymore. The news is depressing. If you notice that you're an impact and you watch the news, you're gonna feel sad after you finish watching it. It's depressing. It's sad. Yeah. She said, I know your lips tell the truth. Stop it. So you made me snort. But you know, people only wanna believe what they wanna believe to be true. You could be telling them, girl, if you don't put out that fire, it's gonna burn you and everything in it. And they're still gonna be like, nah, girl, I got this. And then they end up burning everything. They always want to come when it's too late. You know how many people I done read that are told, don't do this. If you do this again, this is gonna happen. And they're wondering why they're going through the same thing over and over. People I done told, you do this, you keep doing this, this is going to happen to you, and they didn't listen. I don't forewarn people, they didn't listen. And I'm like, well, why do you come to me though, if you're not listening to me? Aren't you coming to me to seek advice? Aren't you coming to me to hear what I have to say about your situation? Maybe you're not seeing it clearly, you need another point of view to see. And for some people, it's confirmation. And people be like, oh, you know, and you tell them, hey, don't do this. Do that. God is calling you to be a pastor. God is calling you to be a prophet. God is calling you to do this to the people. But God want to bring you in to change the circumstance of other situation. People don't listen. And then when hell break loose, they come back to you. And you're like, but I told you not to do that. Oh, yeah, I know. I know you know. What they be saying? A hard head make a soft ass. I think Lil Wayne said that quote, but people be saying that quote. But it's just the principle of things, man. And sometimes you just gotta know when to let go of certain things in your life. You just gotta know when to let people go. If the people in your life are causing you more burden than happiness, or they're not adding any value to you or to your life, why have them around? They're a waste of space. It's a waste of your energy when you could be putting that into something better. You know what I'm saying? You could be putting that into something better and create something better for yourself. But stop idolizing these people, man. Look up to yourself. God damn it. You want to look up to somebody? Look up to yourself. Be an example for your kids. Let your kids look up to you. I used to look up to certain celebrity. I think it was one in particular. I think it was Oprah Winfield. I used to look up to that woman, man. I'm like, man, I want to be like this lady here. Because she's a blessing to the world. She blessed people. Ooh. But boy, was I wrong. I was going to get an eye-opener of a lifetime. People think, when I started reading, right? The first time I ever picked up a tarot deck, God was the one that chose me to pick up a tarot deck. I didn't even know no deities or no entities or none of that. I had no clue. I was living with my uncle at that time, and I was going through a lot at that time. I was in school for cosmetology at the time. I would lose weight, I would gain weight, I would lose weight, I would gain weight. I was stressed the fuck out. And I remember one day I opened I opened the door to my room. I open it up and I go outside of this room. Maybe I've told this story, maybe I haven't told this story, but I feel led to tell this story. And I go outside and I see a lion. I see a freaking lion. But the lion is not a regular lion. The lion is golden. It's gold. It's like gold fire. I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of like the first, well, not really the first time, but like for me, that was like a fascinating thing to see a lion coming outside of your room. There's a lion, and the lion is looking at you, and you're looking at the lion, and the lion is looking at you, and you're just looking at the lion. You don't know what to make of what you're seeing. But it was so beautiful. So beautiful. I can never forget that lion. Ever. It was like golden fire or something like that. Like the way the color, the way he looked, it looked so unreal. And I remember God pushed me to buy my first tarot deck. And I remember them, they were like mini cards. And I'm like, I don't really have money to be buying anything right now. And he just picked me to do it, right? Because people think oh, Christians would think, some Christians, them not say, oh, because some of them are still open-minded, but some of them would say, oh, that's devil work. That's witchcraft. But no, there's a difference between witchcraft and esoteric. People don't know that. They think everything is witchcraft. Anyway, so God told me, he said, I'm going to use you to do this, okay, to break the cycle. Because people look at me and they probably won't believe God speaks to me. They probably like, God don't talk to you, girl. They're like, girl, you lying. God do not talk to you, girl. Where at? They gonna be like, well, God, not the God I serve. God talks to a lot of people. People that you never even think God would talk to, God talk to them. But anyway, I pick up the deck and it said, I'm gonna make you do things unconventional, unorthodox. Okay? You're gonna use this to spread the word. You're gonna use this to heal people. I didn't understand what the hell he was talking about. I was like, I don't know what God talking about. I don't know what God talking about. And God always used people that have been through some stuff. He will use someone that have gone through hell and back. Okay? To break the cycle. If you notice, there is certain particular people that pray before they read. Or there is certain particular readers that call on God's name or pray to God or call on him before they go into reading. You're going to see that. There's certain people, not everybody do it. Because some people feel like they have to rely on these deities instead of honoring their ancestors. Okay. But anyway, and I picked that card, and I remember the first person I read on was myself. I didn't really understand what I was reading. And he said, use your intuition. I'm like, what the heck is that? Your gut feeling. What you feel when you pull this card. What it's telling you when you pull this card. And I will exercise it on me. And then one day, I asked my friend, can I read on her? And she says, okay. I've always had the gift of knowing, the gift of foresight. But see, when you don't exercise something, when you don't exercise it, you leave it there to just lay dormant. It's of no use. But when you exercise your gifts, it increases, okay? Proficiently, it would increase, okay? So my friend allowed me to read on her, and I read on her, and I said, well, this is what you're going through. This is what I see, and da-da-da. And she looked at me like, how the hell did you know that? Intuition, you know? And she was like, oh my God, when did you start doing this? Like, she couldn't believe. She was just in disbelief. Hey, Papa. She was in disbelief, right? Hey, be careful, be careful. Hey. Go sit down, Papa. I see you almost fell. Go sit down. Go watch Mr. Bleepy. No? Give me a kiss. No kiss either? Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Hug. He would give me a hug all day before he give me a kiss. Child, please. So, then I said, okay, let me take this a little further. I asked my auntie at the time. I said, she's a Catholic. Mind you, I was raised in Catholic, but I was raised in different things. I was just like, I don't feel like being a Christian no more. But anyway, I go to my auntie and I read her. My auntie broke down in tears. And my auntie's not the type to be very emotional. She's a Virgo. And she broke down in tears. And God was speaking through me to her. Like, I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was like, this is crazy. And I was just speaking and speaking, and she just broke down and cried and said, oh my God, Cindy. And I had to like give her a hug. And I reassured her that God's blessing is upon her life and she don't have to worry anymore. Yo, she broke down and cried. That was when I knew God might be up to something with me doing this. I was like, God, boy. I was like, God is up to something now. I might have to dig into this thing a little more now. But it's a way of me also tapping into my spiritual self and growing beyond the potential, what I think I could become, but actually growing beyond that potential. Because potential could be a hindrance too. You cannot always stay in potential. You have to grow beyond the potential. Because potential is like what I can be or what I could be, but not actually there yet. You know what I'm saying? And I have to believe in myself. I had to believe in myself. And that's when I started, yes, you cannot climb this chair, Papa. Let me smell you. Did you boo-boo? Did you boo-boo? Did you boo-boo? Woo! 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 Ah! That's not grown people. That. Whoo, child. Boy. But let me go clean him up real quick. But yeah, that's God wanted to use me to come out here and read up people. But me, I drifted off and I started going into these different groups. Not different groups, but at the time, I was in this group called Divine Royalty. And that was when I moved. I moved from my uncle's house. And I was in this group called Divine Royalty. And I started learning about what it is to be an impact and what it means to heal and what it means to do this. And when I started learning about those things, I could see my gifts that are expanding more and more. Okay, found one. My gifts that started growing more and more. And I still learned, the more I learned, well, why do we hear this sound in our ear? Well, why do I feel this? Why do I feel all the answers were being answered in that group? And then I started drifting into these deities that I shouldn't even ever worked with before in my life. I shouldn't have worked with these deities. But that's when I got into that, right? And come on. Hold on, let me get this ointment. Tala, you got a coconut oil? You got it? Where is it? Hold on, guys. You in here? Pass it to me. Thank you. And I shouldn't have. And this is why I be saying y'all need to make sure. Papa, come on. Papa. Papa. Come. This is why I say y'all need to don't mess it up. You just want them to see you. Huh? Huh? Okay. He's just doing his own thing. This is why you have to trust in yourself, and this is why you have to do things. You know, if your mind tell you don't do it, don't do it. If your gut tell you don't do it, don't do it. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go into this farm this way, when I should just stick with God, right? And just keep it, and my ancestors just keep it moving. I started delving into these deities, and things went to shit with that. Let's just say that the least. To the point, so y'all gotta be careful who you're delve into, what entity you want to work with, or you gotta be real careful with that. To the point, what the hell? To the point, you guys don't have to see me, but you guys will hear me. To the point, Papa, relax, 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 relax. That's why you gotta be careful who you choose to work with, right? Okay, relax. I'm almost done. Give me a second, guys. Let me finish doing this, boy. Woo wee! Woo wee! That's a grown man poop right there. What is this, boy? Jabbar. I don't know what this boy is doing. I'm trying to wipe you down. You trying to do acrobatics. Be careful. He's trying to do acrobatics. Be careful so they don't see your little Tweety. Your Tweety bird. You don't want to expose your Tweety bird. Come, hey! Oh, this boy right here. So, after that, things went to shit. Let me put it this way so y'all can. Come on. Come, I don't know I'm gonna hide you, but let me try and hide you. Okay, I was able to. Alright. Relax, relax, relax. Do you have any toddlers and your toddlers be moving around a lot when you're changing them? Is it just me? Where your toddlers be twisting and turning and twisting and turning when you're trying to change them. That's when you know it's time to party. Hmm? Okay? So that's when I knew. And these deities, I'm not gonna say their names. I think I've talked about them already enough. But these deities wanted me to look at them as God. They wanted me to look at them as God. They wanted me not to recognize God as God anymore. They wanted to be God in my life. Yep. So it's not just mine. It's not just mine. At first I was like, what the hell? Okay. So it's not just mine. Papa, put your pants on. You don't want to put your pants on? Hmm? Child, I'm going to let him sit just like that with that on. So they wanted to be God for me. Because they saw how much I love God, that they wanted to become my God. They wanted me to treat them like I treated God. They wanted to be my ancestors, my God, and everything else in between. So I made a plan with God. So I said, God, I'm going to act like I don't want to work with you anymore and see what they do. And God said, okay. Hold on. God said, okay. And I did exactly that. So they're thinking, oh, we got her. Oh, we got her wrapped around our fingers. You know, that's how they felt. Like, oh, we won, champions, we won, right? In the back of my head, I had a different plan. They didn't know that though. They're thinking I gave up on God and I didn't want to work with God anymore. And they're thinking they're my God, now they're my ancestors. If I call on my ancestors, they will come as my ancestors. If I call on God, they will come as God. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I know how God feels when He comes around, and I know how they feel when they come around, and I know how it feels like when it's not God, though. I know the difference, right? So when I would call God, right? When I would call God, they would come. They would come. Hi from Bulgaria, Rashid. Am I saying your name right? They will come as everything. Anyone. And I was just like, what the hell? And then my main motive was to get rid of them. Once I get rid of them, then I could make contact back with my ancestors and all that good stuff. This is why I say you gotta be careful of the deity you work with. Because not everyone is there for your growth. Not everyone, some people are there because they're jealous of who you're gonna become. Maybe they've seen who you're gonna become. And they stuck in this world doing whatever they're doing. I know a deity right now do crack and drink. He drinks all day and do crack. But they're trending on TikTok a lot. But a lot of people don't know that. So how can you have a guy that does crack and drinks all day? Now drinking is one thing, but crack, that's a different ball game. But yeah, so me and God had that plan, and then that was around the time I was pregnant with my pawpaw, with my little sugar. And they were trying to make me lose this baby. Girl, if I said they were trying to make me lose this baby, they were trying to make me lose baby. Once I said I am out, I think that was in 2019. No, wait. I was pregnant in 2020. That was around 2020. 2019 and 20 was around the time I knew, I don't want to fuck with these things. I don't want to fuck with these deities no more. I kind of knew before that, but 2019 and 20 was certain for me. Once I said I didn't want no part of them anymore, oh, they gave me hell. Oh, they gave me hell. And I was pregnant with my baby, and I remember I would cry in pain. And they would just bombard me with energies, 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 energies. Even if it's not real energies, and just energies, just to make me feel discomfort, just to make me be in pain, just to make me cry, make me. I was like, why? And I would notice every time I would call on God, they would come as Him, and I started questioning, like, what the fuck, like. And I remember I would challenge God, and I would challenge the heavens, and I would say, like, show me a sign, give me something, God, like, come on. And they would come. I'll be singing gospel songs, they would come as God. But every time they would come, I would feel this discomfort. It would be like, you know, like when the Spirit of God comes in and the angels comes in, you feel peace. It's an energy that you know very well when you feel it, right? But with this one, it's like you will feel peace for like 2 seconds, then you start feeling discomfort. That's not God. That's not His energy at all. And I remember I would cry in the middle of the night because I had 7 fibroids too at that time. I wouldn't be surprised if they caused me to have those fibroids, but oh well. I had 7 fibroids at the time. So they would cause me hemorrhoids over and over and over. I would get hemorrhoids like probably every week. Y'all remember that time I was doing a reading, I was laying down on the bed and I was like, child, I have hemorrhoids. That's why I can't really sit up and do this reading. I had to lay down like this. And y'all probably was wondering what was going on with me. Girl, that was around the time I was going through that battle. I was going through that battle. And I went through that for a while. I remember I was crying. I was standing at the wall. I was staring at the wall because the pain was so much that I had to get off the bed and stand by the wall and cry because I didn't want to wake up my partner, my boyfriend now. I didn't want to wake him up. And I remember him waking up like, babe, what are you doing by the wall crying? What are you doing? Come back to bed. And I was just like, I'm in pain. And I bust out crying like a baby, yo. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I went through some things, boy. You remember, right? Yeah. I was in pain. I would never wish fibroids on nobody. Imagine having the fibroids with a baby. Because fibroids, what it does is it sucks in the nutrients. And as it's sucking the nutrients that's supposed to go to the baby, that's why my baby had like low iron around the time I had him. And myself too, I had low iron. It would suck up because I was eating good food. I was eating a lot of fruits. Because the baby would make me crave fruits a lot. It's so crazy. Now he's so picky with what fruit to eat. That's crazy. But it was almost like God is like, you need to eat fruit, eat more fruit, eat more fruit. And I would eat fruit. I would tell my boyfriend, like, I need fruits, okay? And when I don't get my fruits, I get cranky. Like, I need my fruits. But I was getting bigger. I was getting bigger because of the fibroids. And I remember during the last trimester, I was probably at a hospital probably every week or maybe every week and a half. I'll be at a hospital in pain. And some hospital they're not good. They don't have a paternity area there. So I have to like leave there and go to another hospital. And they would treat me I can't really take no strong medicine because I'm pregnant. And the fibroids were growing. And I also had to go see a specialist to monitor the fibroids, okay? For like throughout the rest of my trimester. Oh my God, it was a lot, guys. It was a lot. And y'all probably didn't know that because I didn't really talk about it because I was in the battle. I had to talk about it after it was over, okay? And I dealt with all of that. And, you know, I remember I would break down to God and say why. And maybe that was a lesson I needed to learn. And maybe when I come on here and I tell y'all, believe in yourself, believe in your power, rely on your power, trust in your power, because you got that power. Don't feel like you have to rely on entities, you know, to gain momentum in life. You are wealth, you are money. You could affirm it. Okay, money loves me. Money is like a magnet to me. Money comes to me freely. Money is my friend. You could do those things to make it happen for you. You don't always have to go to rely on an entity or something to give you those things, because we are that. If we are made from soil, then we should be able to obtain everything within the soil itself. Y'all get me? I'm just saying. So, and when I come on y'all and I be like, hey, y'all need to believe in yourself more, I'm saying that for a reason. People think I just come here sometimes I just talk. Nah, I'm talking out of experience. And not just my own experience either, because I've seen people go through their own experience as well. Others' experience as well. Life in general. Okay, you have to believe in your power more. Believe in your power. It says we're made in this image. So if we're made in this image, don't you think we have the same type of power or tools? Just saying. And that was a lesson I had to learn. Okay, I had to learn that. And I had to believe in myself more. That forced me to believe in me more. That forced me to remember who I am. That forced me to know my power. That forced me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes when you get the whole picture, it is when you like go through some major tower moments. Yes, Papa. You don't have your pants on. You don't have your pants on. Okay, it's when you go through those times, right? But look at him, he's so agile now. It's like, you can never tell this guy wasn't in NICU. Can you tell he wasn't in NICU? What was that for? Yes. What's with the fake smile? What's with the fake smile? Go. Go. He likes to be seen, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was in NICU because, Papa, you're kind of naked. I'm trying to cover you up. He was in the NICU because of my fibroids. And because of my fibroids, and he had some things going on. And just imagine you having a C-section, your partner is there, he's terrified because that's his first kid, and you know, and I had to prepare him though. I prepped him. I said, babe, when I'm cursing you out and I'm going off on you and I'm saying everything stinks, it's the hormones, okay? It's not personal. Okay, I used to give him warning signs. I told him, when I'm going into labor and I cuss you out and all that, don't take it personal, because it's a little. She's talking. Okay, go watch your TV. Go ahead. Go get Tyler. Tyler. Go get him. Look. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Lightning, thunder. Whoa. Okay, let me give you some cards so you could go. Here, go shuffle. Go shuffle for me. Here. Go shuffle. Thank God. Go shuffle. 44. And I knew if I gave him, that was my bribe. I knew if I gave him that card, he would have been like, "Come on." So where was I? Okay, I had him. My partner was nervous. They were, man, there was a lot going on. I wish I had a video for that C-section, but y'all would have been like, "Whoa, it was a lot." Um, please don't call me while you see me on live. Please don't call me. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. So it was like, as I'm laying there, now the baby decided to come. He was supposed to be born on the 24th, but he came earlier than that. So I went to the hospital. My doctor didn't come. I was at the hospital probably like around 2-ish. My doctor did not show up to 7 a.m. To 7 a.m. Can you imagine being in pain? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they refused to give me any drugs until it was 6 something. And I was like, I was in pain. Okay. They didn't give me no epidural then. My boyfriend, I remember, was watching a cartoon movie, and I yelled at him, like, "You watching a cartoon movie and I'm having contractions?" And he was like, "Oh my gosh." That was his first child. He has no idea. Because the nurses were with me. They were right there. So I guess he didn't feel like he was really needed. I'm just going to keep going through pain for a while. Because every like 5 minutes, not even, it got to the point, it went from like every 5 minutes to like every 1 minute. It'd be like, "Okay, it's gone." I'm like, "It's gone." And after they say, "You thought." Boom. I'm like, girl, it was a lot. With Tyler, I didn't really go through that much pain like that. I was in my 20s. That was like 20 at the time I had Tyler. I was 2 days from being 21, actually, when I had Tyler. That's why our birthdays are like 2 days apart. But with this one, with the fibroids, it was not, girl, it was not popping, okay? It was not. And I remember my doctor finally came in, and I'm like, "Doc, where have you been? I've been here since 2. He's like, I know. We were trying to figure out if we should give you blood transfusion. And me, I'm very particular about putting any blood in my blood. I'm like, nah. So it was like, "But you don't need it." I'm like, "Thank God." So he took me to the surgery room, and then they were shooting me with, like, you know, the medicines. They be shooting at you. So I would go in and out of consciousness. But something was telling me to stay up. I don't know why, but something was trying to keep me up, so that I felt the need to stay up to be there for my boyfriend, my current boyfriend. I was like, "Why do I have to stay up for him? He needs to stay up for me." Because it's his first child. And my boyfriend is the kind of person, if he's nervous, he's not going to tell you he's nervous. But you're going to see all over his face that he is nervous. So when they were shooting and they had my hand like this, well, they had my hand outside, and they had like that blue thing covering you so you can't see. And then there was a doctor on the right side that was shooting. I could feel whenever he shoots something. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And he'd be like, "Sorry." I'm like, and then I have to be there to hold my boyfriend's hand and tell him, "It's gonna be okay." I had to like comfort him. I had to like comfort him while I'm in labor, while I'm being cut open. Because he never seen the inside of a human's belly before. Okay? You know, so he was shaking because I could see him shaking, like his hand was shaking. He was even telling me he don't want to go inside. I'm like, you have to be there, babe. I'm like, he was joking about it though, but I'm like, you have to be there. You have to be there to hold your child for the first time. You have to be there to experience that. That's the only person they're going to let in that room. You. So he's been watching like baby birds, water birds, how they turn the baby when they're about to push. He's like, oh my gosh, this is what women go through. Like he had a different respect for women when he saw that. I tell you what. So he was shaking. So I had to like, and I'm going in and out of consciousness, by the way. And I'm holding his hand like, babe, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. Calm down, relax. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And I felt the need to be there for him. And it's so crazy and weird. I never thought of that. Why they shooting me with all this medicine to knock me out? But my spirit refused to get knocked out. But I was high as hell. I was higher than kites. Okay, I was in cloud 20. I wasn't in cloud 9. I was in cloud 20. Okay, but my spirit was just like, you got to stay awake. You got to stay awake. You got to keep your eyes open. You got to... Girl, that was... Women, power to women all over the world, because without y'all, man, women are a blessing to this world. I tell you what. And it's just the idea of just knowing that you're giving birth to a life, You're giving someone else life. That to itself is monumental. I cannot there's no way I can explain it. The only people that will probably understand is the people that have given birth to children, that know what I'm talking about. And those of you that haven't, don't worry, your time is coming. You know, that's just what it is. Women are meant to do that. Women are meant to multiply. And if you don't feel the need to multiply, that's okay too. But yeah, child, I had to be there for him. And I heard my baby cry. And I remember my doctor saying, there go the fibroids. And he said he could not remove them at that moment. I have to schedule a different appointment to remove them. I was like, oh my gosh. You see them right there? Like, take that junk off. But he couldn't do it, I guess, because of blood situation or the risk factor, which I understand. Yeah, I'm telling you a story about you. People think like C-section is so easy and you just, girl, no, it's not. No birth is easy. I don't care what they tell y'all. No birth is easy, whether you push the baby out or whether it was because C-section, after you have the C-section, the healing part, where you have to get up and it feels like your belly is about to fall out of you. It feels like your whole inside is about to fall out. And you holding it because you're scared that it might fall out. Child. Yeah. Oh my God, the medicine wore off on your surgery? Sheesh. That's the worst part. When you start feeling back that contraction, nigga, you're like, ah! Girl. Ooh, that's the worst, child. That's the worst, honey, boo-boo. Well, yeah, I had to go through that, and I heard my baby cry for the first time, and he was like, ah! And then I saw him for like a flash moment, and they took him, put him in the incubator. I didn't know what happened to him after that. And when I saw him, I was like, okay, he's alive. Thank God. It was like, And then my boyfriend, they took pictures with him and the baby. I didn't mind, you guys. I had no idea my baby was in the incubator. I had no idea. They were still cutting you, so you felt the cut. When I felt my cut, though, it felt like, you know, somebody just itching you on your belly side. That's what it felt like to me. You be scared to laugh hard because you feel like if you laugh hard, you might dislocate something, you might burst something inside. Man, it's a lot. It's the recovering process of C-section. Papa, can I speak, please? That's that Gemini energy, ain't it? Make you want to talk. It's almost like he knows you're watching him. I don't know how he knows this, but it's like he knows. Okay. Go, Chuck. Where's the cards I gave you? Look how he's still looking at you. You see that? Where's the cards I gave you? The cards. Where's the... Okay, you're not listening no more. Where's the cards I gave you? Give me a kiss. He likes to watch himself. I don't know what. Do y'all see what this boy doing? I tried to put him down. He climbed the chair. Oh, God help me. So, by this time, I don't even know that my boyfriend... Here, I'm going to have to send you away again. Here's this card. Okay, go play. Go play. Because you're doing too much moving, Papa. Go play. Be careful. Okay, go. Go ahead. So, yup. 1, 2, 3. All right. I got to make me another tea. So, at this time... Yeah, I need to make me another tea. Oh, be careful. And then, let me move these cards together so you don't fall. I don't want you to slip up and fall. So, mind you, I had no idea my baby is being put in the incubator. I'm thinking the baby is just, being cleaned up, nice, for me to carry him, blah, 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 etc., right? And I had no idea that the baby is going into the incubator, but they didn't want to tell me. Can you imagine that? They did not want to tell me, I guess, to protect me from being pressured or feeling the... All right, I need another bottle. They didn't want to tell me, so... Okay. They didn't want to tell me, so I'm like... When they took me to the room that I'm supposed to be at, I went to the room and I'm like, where the heck is my baby? I'm like, y'all been taking a minute to bring my baby to me. What's going on? And it's like, oh, your baby's coming. My boyfriend know what's going on, but he's not telling me. And he's like, don't worry. Just lay down, rest. The baby's gonna come. I'm pretty sure they're just prepping the baby. Girl, it's like 6 p.m. at this point. I'm like, where the hell is my baby? So the nurse comes in and she's explaining to me and telling me he got John vitis or John, with the skin thing. And they have to put him under a ray light or something like that. And they had to also make sure that blood was pumping into his second heart or the other part of his heart. And the palm, I hope I'm saying it right. Please let my tongue not tie. Palm, y'all know what I'm talking about, the P-U-L thing. Yes. Okay? And they had to put him in the NICU. And I'm like, is he okay? Is he alive? Is he breathing? Like, they say, yeah. He just needs to be in the NICU for his skin. Paul, yes, that. Yep, jaundice, yes. That. See, I've never experienced that before, because when I had Tyler, it was easy, it was quick, I stayed in the hospital for like a week. They had to make sure I passed gas, or, they wanted me to release some type of gas in order to release me. So when I wasn't passing gas, they were like, oh, girl, you're going to stay another day. So until I did, then they, said, okay, you could go home now. But with this one, it wasn't like that, shouting. It was not like that. So I had to sit there and wait. And then the nurse came and explained to me without trying to make me freak out, to tell me, we're gonna bring him, but we want you to know this is what's going on, okay? No, not even we're gonna bring him, you're gonna come, I have to go see him, because he's in the incubator. I was like, I have to go see him? So, of course, the nurse took me, and we walked. It was a little long distance. We walked, and we had to like wash our arms, not even our hands, our arms. We had to wash our arms. You know how like the doctors wash their hands, their arms before they go to surgery? That's what we had to do. We had to wash our arms. We had to scrub it actually, not just wash, scrub. And we did that. We went in there, and I see my baby hooked to these things, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? That's another sadness. That's another tear I cried. I was like, what's going on? Like, why is he this stuff? What happened? I thought you guys said it was okay. I thought you guys said it was okay. It was gonna be all right. And girl, I cried again. They say it's gonna be all right. There was some amazing. Let me tell you something. They got some amazing nurses at that place, man. If I have another baby, I'm going to that hospital. Papa, come on. Tala, you have any more of those cough drops? You want some of this? Ow, that hurt. So, yeah, that hurt, Papa. So I'm just there crying. The nurse is, comforting me and telling me everything will be all right. And I'm like, well, can he go home with me? Is he gonna be able to go home with me? Is he gonna go home with me when I'm, They were like, it depends on how well he does being in there. Do y'all know my son did not come home till like a week and a half later? Do y'all know that? Do you know how hard that shit is? Mentally and emotionally, spiritually, physically. I mean, I cried. I probably would just stay in the shower and just cry in the shower. My partner would not even know. I'll be in there crying, my eyes out. And I'll be saying, God, why? And I remember I was cursing out my ancestors. I'm like, he better get out this week. I don't want to hear nothing else. Y'all ever, hey Rena, y'all ever went after your ancestors and cussed them out? Man, I cussed them out to feel. You hear me? I was like, my baby better get out this week. I don't want to hear nothing else about why he can't come home. Enough is enough. Man, I went in. You heard? I went in. I'm tired of this bull crap. This blah, blah, blah. I'm tired. Tired of crying. I'm tired of feeling sadness. I'm tired. And then I heard something say, pray about it. So I get out the shower and I prayed. Even when they were going to let me go home, I cried and said, I don't want to go home. I was like, I don't want to go home. I couldn't see their message. I was trying to see their message. I was like, I can't go home. It's trolls, that's just what it is. People that come in and just start saying stupid stuff that don't have nothing to do with nothing. It's trolls. There was a lady that was like advocating for like trying to destroy tarot readers. That was her duty, was to go destroy tarot readers. And she would just be saying stupid things that don't even make sense on why. I was just like, people need to find a job. But anyway, so I remember that time. I remember I was sitting in my car and I'd be smoking my little black and I'm listening to music and crying in the car. And I'd just be talking to my ancestors. I'd be trying to talk to God. I'm like, why? And my boyfriend came home one day and he saw me in the car. He's like, what the hell is she doing in the car? And he goes in the car and he said, babe, why are you in the car by yourself? I said, babe, I just need 5 minutes. I just need 5 minutes. He said, no, we're going upstairs. You want some, Papa? You want some of my tea? And I was like, I just need 5. He refused to give me that 5 minutes. Yeah, because they keep trying to post, right? And it keeps hindering them. I feel like sometimes, let me shut up. Anyway, so a week and a half later, you know, you coming home and there's decorations of congratulations. You know, the baby's coming home and you get home. And they're like, where's the baby? And you just like, I don't have the baby. Why you don't have the baby? Did they steal the baby from you? Like, they were asking me questions like, did they steal the baby from you? Let's go to the hospital. And I was like, no, the baby's in the NICU. And they didn't understand what that is. Because they never had kids. Them people never had kids. So I was tired of explaining to people where my baby was at. I think I came on here one time and I guess people were expecting me to say, oh, the baby's here. And I didn't say nothing like that. And I know y'all are like, where's the baby? Baby's in the NICU. But it wasn't for me to share at that time. So I would go to the hospital like almost every day. I would pump breast milk. I'll pump like 8 bottles and bring it to the hospital to feed the baby because I didn't want them to give him formula. I wanted them to give him breast milk. And I would go all the time. And mind you guys, I was still taking my medicine. So the medicine can sometimes make you a little drowsy. So I have to like, I don't know how I did it. Sometimes people ask me, how did you do it? I don't know how. I just, by the grace of God. I'd be sleepy, but I'd just be like, I gotta make it there. I gotta make it there. My eyes be like this. And by the grace of God, he came out a week and a half later home. And he was so small. I remember one day I went to go see him. Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, he's doing great. We think we're going to release him such and such time. And other times they'll be like, okay, we have to put more lighting on him or whatever the case might be. And I'm just like, what the fuck? One day I went to the hospital. I went to go see him. And I just stretched my hand through them little circle holes. And I just put my hands on him and I just gave him extra power. I just gave him extra power. I was like, you gonna make it out of here. You gonna come out of here. I increase your vibration right now. I did that. I did that, yeah. They didn't know I did that though, but I had to do it. Shit. I was tired of crying and he not coming home. Hell no. I just went into that war spirit. And I charged him up. And when I did that, I think the following Monday, they were like, oh, you can come pick him up. I was like, hallelujah. Praise Jesus. I was so happy. You'd have thought I won an award. I was so happy to go pick up my baby. Oh, I was so happy. And he was so small. He was like 6 pounds and 7 ounces. Because of that damn fibroid. I didn't care. I was so happy because I could make him gain weight once I take him home. I didn't give a damn. Okay, they were like, oh, you got to get his doctor out. Okay, I will do that today. If you don't do that, I think if you have to make sure you have an appointment with a doctor before you leave the hospital. You have to have a doctor's appointment set up before you leave the hospital. That I know. They would not release that baby to you unless you have a doctor's appointment and you give it to them and they confirm it. Girl, it was a lot. And then I left and I was so happy. I was like, yes, it's up. And then when I brought him home, everybody was like so happy to see. They were like, oh, he's so small. And they're like, oh my gosh. I don't like people say you're high risk because of your age. I don't like when people say that because there's a woman that had a baby at 80 years old. I'm just saying. There are people that have babies at 50. You're high risk if you think you're high risk. I don't like when people be saying that, oh, you know you're high risk for pregnancy and it could cause them to have the heifer. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, thank you, Marie. My baby was that small and he's so big now, breastfed only. Yeah, I didn't want him to give him Similac. Well, not Similac. I didn't want him to give him any formula. I wanted to give him, you know, the nutrients, because the nutrients from your breast is way more better. It has more nutrients in your breast milk than actually formula. I know they're trying to imitate the breast milk into formulas, but it's not the same. I'm just letting you know. The nurse was like, oh my God, you produce great milk. And they were like, and you producing a lot of milk. And I'm like, well, other mothers are not producing milk? What's going on? And I remember I just got up. I knew I had to walk. I didn't want to just sit there on the bed. I wanted to walk. Because you know when you walk, your blood flow. And my nurse was like, you're the best patient I ever had. They were so happy. My nurses, I love my nurses. They were so happy that I was their patient. Because I try to do things on my own. And they let me. Damn, they say you were high risk at 29? God dang, what? What? Girl. Oh, wow. Oh, girl, you good, girl. Because, you know, they're going to stop biting your nipple. I knew a lady that gave a child breast milk till they were like 6, 7 years old. But it makes them highly smart, though. I ain't going to lie. When you breastfeed your baby for a long time, it makes them very smart. But this one, he just stopped sucking on titties on his own. He just stopped. Oh, for real? I think they do. Yo, there will be times I pump breast milk and I bring them there, and the next day they'll be like, oh, the bottles is done. I'm like, but I gave you more than enough. And I'm like, I don't know why I feel like they taking my milk and giving it to other babies. I was like, I pumped a lot. And they're like, oh, your baby could eat, girl. He could eat. Huh. I think they used to give them to other babies. And I was able to see other mothers that had their baby in the NICU and that would come and see their baby. And that just broke me. That made me cry. Seeing those mothers come in there. Your son will stop. Well, that's a good baby, because my baby would not. They would not. He was like, Mommy, I think I'm done now. That's how he was. He was like a grown man quitting breast. He was like, I think I'm done now. And then I remember one day he saw my breast. He hasn't seen my breast in a long time. He was now highly conscious, and he saw my breast, and he was just like, what are those? And he was pinching them like, this kid is something else. I swear. He's a grown man in a little kid body. I swear. These new kids we producing now, they are advanced like a mug. They are advanced. They are not. They grown kids. They ancestor kids. Like, they know what they want. They know what they don't want. But yeah, that was my journey, man. That was a lot. But I had to get rid of those deities. I had to get rid of certain things that I thought I knew. And the deities wanted me to like stop having like group of friends or group of spiritual people that were, you know, helping me out. Anytime I have like a group of friends or a group of spiritual people that's like helping me out, that deity did not want that. They wanted me to be alone like them. They wanted me to not have any friends like them. They wanted me to be depressed and all that. But man, my willpower would not allow that to happen though. And he knew that. And the deity is one person. But everybody think they're like a bunch of them. But it's just one person. If you see how this deity look, you would not even worship them. Because you know, once you cut something off and God begin to reveal to you who they are and what they look like, even the deity was shocked I knew what he looked like. For real, for real. Not what the TV said it looked like, but I saw what it looked like. He got dots on his body. He got spots on his body. Got a big forehead, a big nose. He got a tail. He got a pig feet. And I used to always say he's an experiment that went wrong. He did not like that. There is a mammary plant somewhere. I'm guessing like synthetic milk being produced. I forgot exactly what U.S. states during the time of the formulation. They were saying that too. They were saying they were having mothers that were producing milk to donate their milk to them to be able to make formula. Yeah, but that deity looked just like that with the pig feet, big nose, big ass lip, looked like bigger than Jay-Z lip. Got a wide forehead like this wide. Hair starts here. And yes, Papa. And he had, you want some tea? And he had a tail. Every time I would tell him what it looked like, he would be shocked like, who the fuck is giving this girl the inkling of what I look like? But what the TV show you is not what it is. What people show you is not what it is. If you see what it looked like, you would stop worshiping him. You would stop. And you know what's so crazy? God revealed to me that I saw him in my dream before. I just didn't know that was him. And that dream, in the dream, I think I've told you guys this story before. In that dream, he came to me as Antichrist in the dream. But remember, Antichrist is someone that does not want you to believe in God. Eh? Antichrist is the upside down of the cross, correct? So I also told you guys earlier that he didn't want me to work with God anymore. I talked about him before a long time ago. People know what I'm talking about. You okay? Come. Put your hands like this when you coughing. Don't like this, Papa. Do like this. Go like this. Yay! Yay! You think I'm telling him to dance? Child, please. He like this tea, huh? And then I had that dream, and he was in a podium, and you see a crowd full of people, and he's giving a speech, and this crowd is eating it up. Now, this guy, big forehead, okay, big ass forehead. Hair started from here too, and he was wearing this suit, and he was giving his speech. Everybody was like, yeah, we love you. Whoa. And I'm in the corner on the side. It was like me and like maybe 7 people. And I'm like, something about this idiot that I don't vibe with. I don't believe in. You know, just because the crowd is going with that does not mean you should follow that crowd. You got to follow your own. You got to be a transcender in your own path. And they were just worshiping him and alluring him and giving him all these things. And I'm just like, And I remember he came down from the podium. He said, oh, you see all these people are worshiping me. All these people are praising me. Why are you not amongst those people? I said, because I'm nothing like them. And he said, well, he was trying to charm me, but I wasn't buying the charm. In the dream, guys. You know? And then when they say, You know, in the book of Revelation, it does talk about someone that comes in and you see that person, you think, oh my God, this person is the one that's going to change the world and the one that's going to do all these great things. And you don't even know what's behind the scenes in them. You don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know what plans they got going on. You don't know who they are, right? You see them in the front and it's like, oh my gosh, we love you. You're a great man. You're great this and blah, blah, blah. And you don't even know they're not who they present themselves to be. Got a big ass nose. If you see his nose, what? You okay? And he tried to rape me once too, that entity. And it was almost like I was in. I'm telling you this shit for a reason, guys. Gotta be careful who you fuck with. He got girlfriends. He got human girlfriends, and they be cooking for him and everything. But anyway, Dan, you wanna take the cup with you, some, or you want me to make you another one? God damn. Anyway, I'm just observing what he's doing because he's just doing a lot. So he tried to rape me one time. He came, I think I was like in between dreams. I was like in a trance. In between, that's like when you have not fully fallen. Like you're in a trance, meaning you're not all the way asleep. Okay, you're in between, right? Comes on top. But my eyes are closed. And I'm trying to feel the person with my hands, right? And you know me, I'm nosy as hell when it comes to that stuff. Like, you ain't finna just climb on top of me and I ain't gonna fight back. So, I'm trying to feel the person, right? They had like, I guess it's yeah, he wants me to say his name, but I'm not. I think London, I've seen him before, actually. London, I've seen him before. You want to take the whole cup? God, can I get my tea? Nah, he's just drinking my whole tea. I'm going to have to make me another one. Probably like the honey I put in there. So, he had a veil on so I don't see his face. And I remember something just climbing on top of me and I was just trying to feel the person out to see what it was. And I just started feeling his face and I felt that big ass nose. Once I felt that nose, he jumped out of me and ran and I chased him. Pop, 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 pop. Got to the staircase and it was a lady wearing black with black veil and she stopped me. She didn't say a word. She just stopped me. Just stop me. Because I was going to beat the shit out of him for trying to rape me. They have raping spirits. You already know that? They have spirits that rape you. You know? He ran though. And then once I cut them off and I figured it's not a bunch of them, it's just him that's coming as them. And he doesn't like women, by the way, but he will come to you as a woman, and I don't want to say their name either. But he doesn't like women. He doesn't like the women empowerment. He wants the men to rule. He doesn't like equality. I I mean, a lot of things were revealed to me, son. I was like, damn, the fuck. And the majority of people that worship this deity is women. Women. If you turn your TikTok, they all into this deity. Women. Women. And if you see him, really, if you truly see him, you would not ever work with him no more. But you have to get to the place where you've cut him off or you done with it for you to be able to see what, because, you know, he could blur your eyes to make you not see him clearly. And you're going to see him as a handsome man. But when you really cut him off, and you over all the illusion and you cut off the illusion and you're able to see, I remember the other day I had to take his tail and beat the shit out of him. I took his tail and was beating the Jesus. I was flipping him like a fucking pancake on the pan. Cause every once in a while it would try some shit. Yeah, guys. And then when I tell people don't fuck with this deity, believe in yourself more, because this entity will make you think you need them. You need to rely on their source. But you know what I found out too? That he was dumb as shit. He was dumb as fuck. I found that out. He was dumb as hell. He does crack and drinks all day. And I found out he doesn't own anything. He's stuck where he's at. He doesn't really own anything. He's dumber than a box of rocks. But before I used to think, oh my God, you're so knowledgeable, you're so smart. He's dumb. You're smarter than him. You know? And, but he don't like women. He despises women, but it made me want to question what happened with his mother. And then I found out that their stories were fictional. It wasn't real. Its creation is not real. It's an experiment. No, I'm not gonna say he. You know, this is the thing. Talking about it is always that. Oh, say my name. I want you to say my name. Oh, say my name. That's just the kind of entity he is. Whether you talk about him in good form, bad form, he doesn't care. As long as you talk about him, he loves that. He's driven over that. It's like drinking blood to him. But anyway, yeah, he's not knowledgeable. The intuition that you think you're getting from him is actually your intuition that he's using against you. And when you burn candle, and he likes chaos. He likes chaos. He doesn't like things to be smooth and good. He always wants you to have adversity when you're like, let's say things are going good for you. He always want to bring problem to your doorstep. He always want to tell you, oh, somebody's doing work on you. Retaliate. And you go retaliate, and this person ain't even doing shit to you at the moment. Say their name. And you announce their names, and the person comes. He likes to create that war. And the person comes and retaliates, and you retaliate. The person retaliates, you retaliate. It's too much back and forth that it's a distraction from what you need to be doing for yourself. He's afraid of me because I don't tolerate his bullshit. You know, he's afraid of me because of what I know of him. He's afraid of me because he knows I know more. And really, people can't figure him out, but I did. So I'm just saying, just be careful. You know, one minute he's gonna tell you I'm Jesus Christ. Next minute he's gonna tell you I'm God. Next minute he's gonna tell you I'm devil. Next minute he's gonna tell you I'm a demon. You know, that's just the kind of person he's a trickster. Or he'd be like, oh, your mother is doing this. Your daddy is doing this to you. Oh, your cousin them. Your auntie them. Your Bobo and Jojo, that's just what he is. He is that kind of cat. He just like to create problems so that you would deviate from your goal and be so focused into the problem. That's why I don't like sometimes when it's all about the somebody doing spell. I don't really like doing that too much. I like to just sometimes keep it mundane. And if it's spiritual, let it be something good spiritual, like an enlightenment or something. Because that's why he likes doing those kind of things, you know. So, you know, I found all those things. I also found out that he doesn't have no road. He doesn't own any road. Ancestors that built the roads own the roads. He used to tell people, come meet me at the road, you know? And he never asked me to come meet him at the road. And I used to always question that, like, why you never asked me to come meet you at the road? I know too much. So it's like, I know too much about that. Like, I would figure things out, basically. And I wasn't meant to. I wasn't meant to. But I saw the ancestors that built the road. He's not on the road. He doesn't stay on the road. He's a spiritual homeless person that does crack. He's pitiful. He's pathetic. He's lost. He needs us more than we need him. You don't need him. He needs you, though. So you just want to be mindful, man, of the deities you choose to work with. You should be able to work with a deity and cut them loose at the same time. Do you understand what I'm saying? There shouldn't be one to fight against your will to stay there. You should be able to cut them off and that's it. They shouldn't want to come and cause problems to make you be in their chaos. And the chaos is in his mind. That big old forehead, that's where the chaos is at, in his mind. And he will put his perception on you to exercise. But that's his own perception, not yours. That's his reality, not your reality. But he would try to make it all about your reality. This is your reality, but it's not. It's his own sick reality. You know? So once you start figuring out the truth, then you'll be exposed to knowing those things. You'll be exposed to knowing what it looks like. You'll be exposed to find out the truth. You know what I did? I created my own path. He did not like that shit. Meaning, all this time I used to think he had a road. And he used to make me believe that, you know, he'd take me through those roads to give me what I wanted, right? Which I never really asked for much, but I created my own path. I said, fuck this motherfucker. Especially when I cut them off. So I was like, fuck this motherfucker. I'll create my own path. When I created my own path, it was like, this motherfucking bitch. He did not like that. And then when he heard about my rankings in the spiritual world, he did not like that either. He doesn't like when women rise up spiritually or in life, period. He wants to have control over that so he could say, I did that. I gave you this. I gave you that. I gave you this. He likes to talk about those things. Okay, Papa, I don't want you to be coughing. He likes to say that he wants to be a part of your glory. So he could say he gave it to you. So because he gave it to you, he could take it back from you. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. He probably don't like I called him a big nose. Who cares? He does have a big nose. It's like this big. You know what I'm saying? Like, pumpy, pumpy, pumpy. He just try to turn my moderators against me. You know, but I told my moderators, I told them what time it was. Okay. Told them what time it was. Don't fall for the okie doke. You already know who's doing this. So they know. They know. They know. It made me think that everything I used to gain, the intuition, the enlightenment, the channeling was all him. But it was me the whole time. I used to always say, how come I'm working with you, but I'm always doing the work and he lazy as fuck? I said, how come I'm working with you, but I'm always doing the work? Because he ain't doing shit. He's not doing anything. Doesn't help you. What you're doing, producing, is through you. It's not through him. It's through what he wants you to think is through him, though. So you stay reliant. So you stay hungry for him. You get what I'm drifting with here? Yeah. You get what I'm drifting? He wants you to think it's in his own perception. Your perception is separate from his. It's not the same. So once you start to separate your perception from his, you win. Once you start cutting that cord, you cut off the cord of his perception from your perception. You win. Okay, but doing this reading, being a spiritual person and doing readings, it will open your eyes to a lot of things that you never thought it would open your eyes to. You will see a lot of things that you never thought. Things that you thought was real is not even real. It will open you to different layers of things. When he starts saying that the spirit world, you know, like the high cancer, the people of the high cancer in the heavens and the people of the high cancer of the universe start paying attention to me and doing all these things and give me, I don't want to really say too much. He became jealous and he, you know, it is what it is, man. He started seeing my rankings and he's like, damn, I'm still stuck in this bullshit while she's being ranked. They don't even like him. Your ancestors don't even like him. Your ancestors don't like them. It's one person though, but it comes as all of them. But your ancestors don't like him. In the higher realms, they don't even know who the fuck he is. I'm just saying. So you just gotta be careful. All right? Because who you fuck with in the spiritual world matters. Who you gonna fuck with in this physical world. You get what I'm saying? Just say, align me with my destiny connectors. Okay? Easy. God. He was drinking that rum. Yeah, you see, I used to have 20 moderators. Do y'all believe that shit? I used to have like 20 or 22. They felt like flies because they couldn't take the heat. You know? I didn't need that much moderators, to be honest with you. I didn't. You just need a strong team of people. There you go. He done came back, girl. He done came back for that tea. He done came back. Oh my, you just made me waste some on the floor. Papa, it's finished. Finish. You drank it all. No, it's finito. It's no more. Look. It's no more. It's no more. It's no more. Girl, that tea, I thought it was my tea, but it's no longer my tea. It's this tea yogi that has like elderberry. What else he has in there? Elderberry and something else. It's good for your immune system and stuff like that. Fight your immune system. I think you got antioxidants too in there, which is good for your immune system. But yeah, he drank that tea like. So seek God and, you know, honor your ancestors and believe in your power. You will always win that way. Always. Because you know your ancestors are from your bloodline. He's not. People call him that. They be like, oh, he's your ancestor. No, he's not. He's a created experiment, and the stories are fictional. It's a made-up story to make believe. I used to always wonder whoever wrote that story was a Virgo, because Virgos are great storytellers. Whoever made that story was a Virgo. But it's fictional stories. You know, people use coconuts as him. I'm just saying. He never experienced those things. That's why he doesn't have the emotion of humans. He doesn't understand the emotion of a human. If you cry, he's gonna make you throw up. If you cry, he doesn't really care. But, you know, to each his own. Okay, Rena. Yeah, I'm glad you were not part back then, Chad. I'm glad you're part now. So you're good. You're here when the smoke was clear. You know, I'm glad you're here when the smoke was clear. I think Odeon came after. So just be careful, man. Stick with God. Stick with your heart. Stick with your belief system. You know what I'm saying? Honor your ancestor and believe in yourself more so too. Believe in yourself more, man, more than ever. Believe in your power. Believe in your power, man. It's finished. Stick with the people that have always been there, that never gave you doubt of wondering, you know, your ancestors. And work with your ancestors on the ones on the highest timeline. You want to work with the ancestors that are vibrating high. Okay, work with the ancestors in your highest timeline. But like, I open up my path to receive my ancestors from the highest timeline. Okay, those ancestors are gonna take you to higher dimensional brackets. I don't know how to put it. But they're going to take you out of this little mess in the world. I'm not reading anybody. I'm just talking. Because I haven't done this in a long time. No, somebody tried me. They think they could try me, though. They didn't try me. They tried themselves. But somebody tried to try me today. So I came on here and I sparked their ass. I did that video. And then I came back and just wanted to talk. Y'all want me to do fundraiser reading today? No. Y'all want me to do fundraiser reading today? I wasn't planning on, but they talking about shop. Miss Bev, where you been at, Miss Bev? You know how long I've been looking for you, Miss Bev? Where you been? Yeah, I haven't done this in a long time. Girl, where you been at? We've been looking for you. It was one time I was selling my products and you were not here. And I'm Moss Night from... Girl, how do you say your name? Sadal? Hi from Turkey. My auntie works for a Turkish family, very cool family. Very hard-working people, too. Very hard-working, driven people, Turkish people. He's doing good. The girl, he run around, girl. He run around. Miss Bev was in the corner like, I'm just going to sit here and sip on my little tea and vibe. But she was there the whole time. But I'm going to go, though. Yes, Papa. And if there's any spirit that you feel like trying to attack you, if there's any spirit you feel like trying to attack you, you want to envision yourself like a giant. Okay? You want to envision yourself like a giant, slicing the hell out of them, killing them, like slicing them off, like fast. You want to do it speedy, like Flash. They don't even know what's going on. You want to come like a giant, a big giant with power, like vibrating high. You can even look at yourself as Goku. I don't care. Imagination is power. Okay, it's key. All right? Vision yourself like a mighty lion. It don't even matter. And kill them off. You will not be able to keep coming back to you again. Okay, that's a sign. Okay, if you feel like somebody trying to attack you, envision it, see it through your vision, and finish them off. Kill their ass. Make sure they don't leave till you kill them. Kill them. Make sure they die. I think I did cry for $1 before, or maybe I just said a snippet of him, or something like that. I could have done a snippet. Why are you pulling on my hair, Papa? Why you pulling on my hair? Yeah, yeah. Girl, why is he jumping? Why you pulling on my hair? Okay, there you go, trying to climb the chair. Stop, Papa. That's not safe. I'm not a tree. If you was in Africa, I would have made him climb them trees for real. You would have climbed that mango tree. I would have made you climb a mango tree. We used to go up in the mango tree and pluck the mangoes. Oh, I did Joel Huston and Jake. Did I do Stevie Jake? You sure? I need to start doing this gospel singers and pastors. I think I did John Gray. I did John Gray when he was cheating on his wife, allegedly. Sure, I even prayed for John Gray in my dream. I prayed for him in my dream. I remember his family came to me in the dream, and he told me to pray for him. And I prayed for him, but he's still going back to the same thing. He always go back to the same thing. So I just left him alone. Because I feel like it could be, Papa, your butt is showing in the air. It could be a spirit trying to use him to kind of mess him up. But he got to learn. He got to learn. I can't keep praying for somebody. I'm trying to sleep. You come into my dream to make me pray for you. And I took my time out my dream to pray for you. And you still doing the same thing. I'm not going to be wasting my energy in my dream, man. I could be quantum jumping, going to different places to do something else. What are you doing? Your Tweety is out, Papa. I can't keep doing that. Like, that's wasting my energy. And I'm in the dream doing this for you. And you out here still doing the same thing. I'm just like, oh, this guy is dumb. Like, he's just doing dumb shit. He's just doing dumb shit. And I stopped. I remember like a couple of weeks ago, I heard his name again. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Nah, I'm not doing that. If I help you once and you made me regret helping you, or you made me question myself, why did I even help you? That's a no-no for me. Yeah, I think I did Joel Austin. I was talking about him and his desires, and I think it was something about his money, the plumber finding money in his walls or something like that. Don't worry, I'm being pushed to start doing gospel singers. I don't know why I'm being pushed to start doing gospel singers readings too. I'm being pushed to do that. I guess God wants people to get exposed that present themselves to be one way, but they're not, you know what I'm saying? They're not all together. They're not serving God, truly. They're serving a different God. That's not God. Like they serving, because you know people can make money. Their God. You know that? They serving other gods. But not God. And these are pastors. We're talking about pastors. I think I did Eddie Long too. I did Eddie Long a long time ago. Eddie Long was like, whoo! His reading was crazy. Them little boys, them usher boys. He did not like the fact I was talking about him. He did not like the fact I was exposing his dirty behind. And I think he had like a sickness or like a sexual disease too. I think he had AIDS or HIV, one of those. I did his reading a long time ago. And I did that gangster pastor too. I did some pastors now. Don't worry, God is calling me to do a reading on them, child. I'm finna be doing this reading. I'm finna do a reading. I want to do a reading on Kirk Franklin. Baby, that's gonna be some tea. I want to do a reading on him. That's gonna be something juicy. Oh, that's gonna be juicy tea, baby. Kirk Franklin, make me clap my hands, make me wanna dance. Hey, stomp. People say stomp, cause he was doing that. What they call them things, Zippendale or what y'all call them, Chippendale. Yeah, he was doing them Chippendale moves, child. I need to do a reading on his ass. And his eye, he doing them Botox, making his eye look like this. That thing, them cheekbones coming up his eye, child. We gotta listen. When I do his reading, I'm gonna be like, get your teas ready, baby, cause we're about to go on a roller coaster ride, boy. We're about to go on this choo-choo train. I'm gonna let y'all know. I think I was supposed to have a dimple right here. I think I was. You know, you look at this, I'm like, I'm supposed to have a dimple. Let me stop playing around. Girl, stomp. I'm finna be like, get your teas ready, get your wine juices ready, cause we about to choo-choo, choo-choo, choo. We're about to chug-a-chug. Because there's some people that actually become gospel singers. Yeah, choo-choo. That become gospel singers or become even gospel rappers or pastors just for the money. Some people are now walking in the path of God or the righteousness of God. Some people are not doing right by God. People are allowing the ego of people idolizing them instead of actually saying, I'm just a messenger. You should see God first. I'm just a vessel. Thinking about who? Girl, Papa is over here doing his own thing. I'm trying to hold him so he don't fall. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Do like this. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. I'm about to take him a bath. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Oh, Kirk and Didi. What they be saying, when you seek God, you cannot be seeking the valley. No, it's something else. It's something else. It's a word. When you seek God's kingdom, you cannot mix it with the world. Because you know they see the world as sin. Or they you get what I'm saying, the Christians. The Christians, where y'all at? You understand what I'm saying? You cannot engage with the things of the world. And some people don't dabble in. They don't swim in it. They don't drink of the world. If you get what I'm saying. They don't merged. And you know what I just got? Like, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to foresee these singers, these pastors, and they're gonna come on YouTube and talk about it. Like prophets, people that are like prophets, or like people that are like God is using, unorthodox people. Okay, that God is using to make you see. Be in the world, but not of the world. Rena! Rena said it right, child. Be in the world, but not of the world. I'm preaching like a pastor right now. Be in the world, but not of the world. Thank you very much, Rena. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rena. No, don't touch that. Okay? You can't say, I'm of righteousness. I walk in the holy realms. I walk in the holy word of God. And then you mingling and you at somebody party and you chilling at somebody party or something. I'm just saying. You know, you can't do that. Who you gonna serve? The world or God? Be in the world, but not of the world. Girl, that's not a word on itself. Okay. You can't mix that together. God gonna give you two swords. Who you gonna choose? Me or the stop, Papa? You gonna make me Papa? Make me clap my hands. You cannot be of the world. No, it's be in the world, not. No, I forgot what Rena done said. I done messed it up. Be in the world, but not of the world. Okay, be in the world, but not of the world, because you're in the world to bring the world to Christ, to God, to the Holy Trinity. Okay, to I am that I am. You're not supposed to mingle with the things of the world, because then you become corrupted and you forget who you are. Amen, church. Amen, church. Let me y'all better not let me preach in here. Let me go ahead and go make me another tea and take this boy a bath, child. Okay. Right. Okay, you said a mouthful, Miss Bev. Okay, now Miss Bev done came in with a word. Miss Bev done came in with a word and closed. She done came in with a word and closed the book up, child. Okay, when Miss Bev said word, you know it's something serious. You know it's something serious, child. You can't be gyrating and grinding and doing all this Chippendale dance and you talking about you serving God. It's one thing to stomp your feet. It's another thing to like move in slow motion and it's too much. It's given. Choose who ye gonna serve. Choose who you gonna serve. Because it said the wages of sin is dead. All right, let me go, child. Let me go take my son back. He's having a fit that I put him down and I'm on here. Legend! 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 Umechuku! 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 Oh, there he go. He coming back. Ah. Legend! Benediction. I actually have an auntie called Benedicta. Yeah, I gotta go, child. Mommy time is duty time. Mommy got to take her baby back. Hey, hey. Say thank you to everyone. Say thank you. Tell them thank you. They sent you some money last time. Say thank you. Why is it? They can't see you. Say thank 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 you. No. Say thank you. No, stop. Why you always... He be looking like he want to pray for me and stuff. Be putting his hand on my mouth, on my head. Pray for me. Pray for me, Papa. No? Okay. Ow. Come on. Come on. Okay, good night, y'all. If maybe tomorrow we'll do fundraiser reading, guys. Tomorrow. I promise. I promise. I just did probably tomorrow. I did Prince Williams and Kate reading on Patreon. Child, it was a lot going on. I don't know who pregnant for who having baby outside of the marriage. I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel, God. There's a secret child. There's a secret child. All right? There's a secret baby. But you could go check that out. I did that today. I might, I don't know, maybe I should do Jesus reading tonight. What y'all think? Maybe I should do Jesus. Maybe I should do Jesus. Jesus is the mayor. Yes, he is. Jesus. What y'all think? I need to do it. It's due time. Okay, Miss Bev. Do not forget about us, Miss Bev. Do not forget about us. Lean not to your own understanding. Cinnamon toast toasty. Where you been at, girl? It's been a long time. How are you? I hope all is well. Okay? Whoever can cope. Bump them. Okay? All right, so we're gonna see. Okay, so let me meditate. I'm gonna meditate for like 2 hours on Jesus. And we're gonna come back and do this again. In all you do, acknowledge God. He will direct your path. What verse is that in Genesis? Where you get that from? In all you do, acknowledge Him. Seek God first. Hey, I'm telling you, when you seek God, things get in alignment. But when you start seeking and idolizing this deity and putting them on this platform when they don't even deserve to be on this platform, when God's supposed to be on that platform, shit go awry. It doesn't go right. Proverbs 3, okay. I love when it says, I know the plans I have for you, the plans to prosper. Oh, you've been here as Medusa. Okay. Okay, yeah, they didn't try to block you. It could have been spirits, girl. Let me stop. Nah, we didn't try to block you. I don't think I've ever had a problem with you where I want to block you. 4 years, yeah. How you been? You been all right? All right. Don't go missing. I'm going to come looking for y'all now. Don't come back here now. Come and say hi now. Every once in a while, come say hi to Cindy every once in a while. All right, guys. Okay, let me go meditate on that. And whatever Jesus decides to show me, I'm going to get it. Oh, that's Jeremiah 29. Girl, I'll be fucking up the pages. But my Bible right here. I got my Bible. It's always on my altar, too. It's maybe because I read a lot of Psalms and Revelation. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'll be fucking up the goddamn name of the verses and chapter. Give me grace. Give me grace. Give me grace. Give me grace. Give me a little bit of grace. All right. Is that what I be saying? Give me some grace, people. That's my new word in 2023. Give me some grace. Yeah, it probably was around that time I was fucking with that pig feet that I was talking about earlier. It probably was around that time I was fucking with the pig feet. But I ain't fucking with pig feet no more, so you ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't fucking with pig feet no more. It's all good in the neighborhood. We here. Okay? So guys, I'm gonna try. Hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord. Okay, don't make me. We don't fuck with pig feet no more. So we're gonna try and see if we could come back tonight and finish and do that reading, because he came to my vision today, so I feel like I need to do it. So I'm gonna do it. Maybe we need to tell his story so that she said, "Oh dear, she just threw you on. She just threw you under the bus, girl." Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. So we'll see what we get from this reading. Hopefully he tells us his side of the story and we get to know him more. Okay? She said, what? I'm glad you're doing okay, Cinnamon Toast. It was the old moderators. Probably was because I had like 20. I was just talking about that. I had like 22 moderators. Yeah, that was a good talk. So we might come back tonight to do Jesus. If time allows me. Pray for me to be able to come back and do Jesus. And then, maybe tomorrow then we'll do fundraiser. Okay, guys? Love y'all. Mwah!